Strength and durability test of concrete. The compressive strength of concrete cube test provides an idea about all the characteristics of concrete. So by this single test, we can identify whether concreting has done properly or not. Strength. What is compressive strength? So generally, how much load a concrete can support under a compressive load. So which is a compressive strength. So the concrete compressive strength for general construction varies from 15 MPa to 30 MPa and higher in commercial and industrial structures. The compressive strength of concrete depends on many factors. So generally, water cement ratios, cement strength, quality of concrete materials, quality control during the production of concrete, etc. The test for compressive strength is carried out either on a cube or a cylinder. So the various standard codes recommend a concrete cylinder or a concrete cube as a standard specimen for the test. The compressive strength for any material is the load applied at the point of failure to the cross-section area of the face on which load was applied. So the compressive strength equal to load divided by the cross-section area. Procedure. So for a cube test, two types of specimens, either cubes of 15 cm cross 15 cm cross 15 cm or 10 cm cross 10 cm cross 10 cm, depending upon the size of aggregate used. For most of the works, cubical molds of size 15 cm cross 15 are commonly used. So the concrete is poured in a mold first and then appropriately tempered so as not to have any voids. So after 24 hours, the molds are removed and the test specimens are put in water for curing. The top surface of this specimen should be made even and smooth. So this is done by placing a cement paste and spreading smoothly on the whole area of a specimen. These specimens are tested by compression testing machine after 7 days curing or 28 days curing. The load should be applied gradually at a rate of 140 kg per centimeter square per minute till the specimen fails. So the load at the failure divided by an area of specimen gives the compressive strength of a concrete. We have to look after minimum 3 specimens should be tested at each selector stage. 7 days, 14 days and 28 days. So if the strength of any specimen varies by more than 15% of an average strength, the results of such specimen should be rejected. The average of 3 specimens gives the crushing strength of the concrete, the strength requirement of the concrete. Durability testing. The concrete durability testing is a way to evaluate concrete resistance to vulnerabilities like water absorption, surface absorption, water permeability or chloride permeability. So these tests are important for determining the concrete longevity and sustainability. So there are few concrete durability tests: water permeability test, water absorption test, rapid chloride permeability test. Water absorption test. The water absorption is defined as amount of water that concrete can absorb at atmospheric pressure. First, you will measure the initial weight of an specimen. So, and then submerge the material in water for specified time and temperature. So, remove the material from water, weigh the material again. So, the wet weight minus dry weight divided by the dry weight into 100. So, that is the final weight minus initial weight divided by initial weight into 100. We can find the percentage of water absorption. So, the water absorption test can be used to determine the moisture content of the soil, or it can be used to identify the moisture content in concrete also. Water permeability test. So the water permeability test measures how well the concrete resists water penetration under hydrostatic pressure. So this test is important for determining the durability of concrete, especially in structures that are exposed to high water pressure. So first you need to prepare the specimen, cast and cure the concrete specimen for 28 days. So place the specimen in test apparatus between 2 flanges and circular gasket, and then apply the water pressure to the specimen in stages, increases the pressure over time. For 3 days, you will apply the pressure rate 5 kg per centimeter square per minute. And then analyze the specimen. So after the test, break the specimen in half to measure the depth of water penetration. A smaller the depth of penetration indicates the greater resistance to water pressure. RCPT test. So, the rapid chloride penetration test is a simple and quick way to evaluate the concrete resistance to chloride ions. The test involves applying a constant voltage to a concrete specimen and measuring an amount of electric current that passes through it over a set period of time. The test results are used to rate the concrete's resistance to chloride ions and predict the service life of a concrete structures. So, a 50 mm thick and 100 mm diameter concrete specimen that is saturated with water. And then you will apply a constant voltage to the sample for 6 hours. The sample is placed between two chambers, one containing a 3% of sodium chloride and other containing a 0.3% of sodium hydroxide solution. The total charge passed through the sample is measured and used to rate the concrete. The RCPT is used to assess the durability of concrete and to ensure the new concrete meets a quality control standards. The chloride ions can cause the concrete to deteriorate and can destroy the protective layer on a reinforcement steel. So this RCPT test uses specialized instrument to apply the electric current and to measure the resistance of a concrete.